Is this thing on?
Last year I thought about how things can come around just like that if everyone is here to celebrate one day. We have our ups and downs, but when they're
Hey y'all, and welcome to Vlogmas Day. So in today's video, it is my weekly vlog. I am starting this week off by heading out to go get my pedicure. So what the world they got going on right there? But anyways, I'm gonna go get a pedicure with my coworker. And first I am going to go get me something from Dunkin'. I can't like it's 9:13 in the morning. I have not had any coffee yet. So Dunkin', here I come. I was sitting here at this red light scrolling on Pinterest, and oh my god, the meatballs and gravy look so good. I really might have to do this for dinner. I do need to go to Trader Joe's and return the tomatoes, so I might just grab some meatballs and whatever else this recipe calls for. Okay, so the recipe is simply just asking for chicken broth, beef broth, onions, and then onion powder, garlic powder, and Worcestershire sauce. So that is simple and easy. I have all of that at home except for the meatballs and except for the beef broth. I just bought chicken broth last night at Trader Joe's, so I'll do that and then pick up like some potatoes to do like some mashed potatoes, and then some broccoli. That sounds like a plan for dinner tonight. I think it's supposed to get up in the 60s today, but I don't play about this weather. Like if it's cold, it's cold. And then again, I want to cook at home and then of course make something for dessert. It is really foggy out this morning. Alright, so we just left the nail salon and Dunkin'. I picked myself up a toasted white chocolate signature iced coffee. Woo! I put that milk tea back this morning, y'all, because I wanted some Dunkin'. Finally got it. So I am behind her right now as we get ready to go over to Five Below. I most of the time have Sky and cannot shop without her, so this is the better time than ever to come out and enjoy myself. Just me without the kids. Alright, y'all, $68 later. This is what I got from Five Below. So I just spent $68 in Five Below. I think that my mission was more to try and like shop for Sky right now with whatever I've seen. So she is strictly into that Hello Kitty stuff. You know, I'm gonna spoil her and get her the Hello Kitty stuff. I was surprised to find the perler beads for $1 each, because you know, some of those are not cheap. Perler beads are like what, $20 for like the little container or whatever. But I was surprised to find her a lot of stuff. But the one thing that I am going to give her today that I think would be cute is this cute Hello Kitty holiday plush. So I think that she'll like that. I'm just gonna say like the elves bought it in. Then again, I can't really say that, but I'm just gonna go from there. Anyways, we're headed over to Trader Joe's because you know, when I bought that thing of tomatoes last night, it had mold on it, and I can even show you guys for the proof. Alright, so I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but it is simply right there, proof in the pudding that there is mold on those tomatoes.
People please, but this is my favorite holiday. It's a chance to start over new, 'cause I missed you, so I'm letting go of everything but you. These are the good times with you. Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me. Hang by the fire and chill. Isn't this how it's supposed to?
Alright, finally coming out of Trader Joe's. Alright, so I'm finally out of Trader Joe's. Returned the tomatoes and got that for free and a new one. So basically I just went ahead and got Sky a replacement plus just one extra. And then I got I just got some other things. So two more bagfuls of items from Trader Joe's. So I'll show you guys that haul once I get back home in about 5 to 10 minutes. I thought I was the only one that just seen that, so I thought I would videotape it. Obviously that is someone who is just handicapped, dressed up in a Santa Claus suit. I'll sip to that. Almost at home, thank God. Once I get home, I'll show you guys all of the items that I got from Trader Joe's this time, and then I will show you guys the probably a quick overview of the things that I got. It's gonna be you and me. Hang by the fire, chill. Is this how it's supposed to be? Okay, so I had got everything put away from Trader Joe's. The problem is that with making the meatballs, there was one thing I'm missing, which clearly is breadcrumbs. And I didn't think to get it from Trader Joe's earlier. So I'm gonna run over to Food Line really quickly, because not only do I need breadcrumbs, but for the kids tomorrow for lunch when Cam comes home, from my grandparents' house. I'm gonna make them a pizza monkey bread. Alright, so that was really quick and easy. Got what I needed. I'm heading back home to whip up the meatball part of the meatballs and gravy, and then obviously the mashed potatoes, so I'll whip that up too. And then I have broccoli in the freezer, but I did just get some mac and cheese, so I'll probably do mac and cheese, or I could do some rice. Who knows? But anyways, I had to just get a couple of different things. I wanted some like cosmic brownies. I needed some more coffee creamer. I went ahead and got the marinara that's gonna go with that pizza monkey bread, just in case the other one went bad. So I am making the meatballs and gravy with mashed potatoes. For this you will need the hamburger meat, as well as breadcrumbs, parsley, 1 egg, mustard, ketchup, Worcestershire sauce, salt, and some Italian seasoning, and I think 1 more seasoning. I'm chopping up onions, so I do need onions 2 different ways for this. So I am slicing up some onions and dicing it up really small, but I'm also keeping some of them in strips of onions just cut in half. That'll go in with the gravy. So the diced up ones go in with the meatballs, as you guys can see here. I'm going to be using these organic golden tomatoes to make my own mashed potatoes. From time to time I get this bag from Trader Joe's, and I use this bag twice to make mashed potatoes, and then I also use it to make potatoes with onions and butter and seasoned salt for like breakfast. Really great and easy bag, and I don't have to worry about like any of it going to waste. So what I'm doing is getting the gravy part started. So I'm using 1/4 cup of water and then 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, and what I'm doing is just going to be mixing that up, and that's what's going to go in that gravy towards the end. If you prepare it ahead of time, you're going to have to just keep stirring it up. So I'm using 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 chicken bouillon cube. I'm using 1.5 teaspoons of Worcestershire sauce. I'm also going to be adding in some chicken broth. So I will be adding in beef broth as well. So 1 cup of each of those into that mixture, and just mix it up really well. Eventually that beef bouillon cube will melt down, so you don't have to worry about that. Meanwhile, I'm making my potatoes and letting those boil first, since it does take longer to get that prepared and ready. Meanwhile, you can get your meatballs ready. Meatballs should have been in the refrigerator for 15 to 20 minutes just so that it can be stiff. I did mix in butter and sea salt with my mashed potatoes, as well as some milk to give it like that creamy flavor. You also can use heavy whipping cream if you choose to. I'm, like I said, using some sea salt crystals that I'm grinding up and putting into here. I'm also adding in some pepper that I'm grinding up as well. So with the meatballs, after letting them sit in the refrigerator for 15 to 20 minutes, go ahead and put in 2 to 3 tablespoons of olive oil into your pan. Go ahead and add in those meatballs. Let those cook on both sides for 2 minutes each, or maybe 3, and then take those out of the grease and just set those to the side. I'm then adding in 1 tablespoon of that butter into my grease, letting that melt. I'm also gonna get ready to caramelize my onions, and so That is why I say keep some of those onions in strips. And then from there, I'm gonna add in some other ingredients that you guys will see here. After letting this come to a boil, that is when you mix in that water and cornstarch mixture that you have mixed up together, and then let it thicken. Next, you're going to add in those meatballs and let this cook on medium for about 10 to 15 minutes. Just make sure that you definitely keep a lookout on these right here. I'm also making mac and cheese, which is a creamy Alfredo kind that I bought this time. So this should be really good. They smell just like peppermint. So I was told in the store earlier that these are really, really good. I'm gonna give it a taste test. Peppermint brownies. This is good. These are peppermint brownies with white chocolate chips and white ganache drizzle. Better go to Trader Joe's. It honestly tastes just like a Girl Scout cookie too. Hey y'all, happy Sunday. I am currently editing my video of when I went to Trader Joe's, which was 2 nights ago. I probably want to get some more like filming and stuff done. I have so much to do. It feels like this week because at work it's Spirit Week. It's good. All right, got some chicken breast here that I'm gonna get ready to thaw out, or not thaw out, I'm sorry, rinse off. So I'm gonna be using probably these 3, and then I'll use one of them to chop up into strips, or I might just honestly do 2 pieces of chicken breast and then do these cut up with some peppers. So this chicken noodle soup is either going to be used for dinner tonight, or I can just take it to work with me tomorrow. Next, I'm going to get ready to make that pizza monkey bread for the kids for lunch and myself. So I have 2 cans of biscuits that I'm cutting up into quarters. I'm also cutting up pepperonis into quarters and tossing those in. You eventually need to melt 1 stick of butter and throw that in over top. And then of course mix in the seasonings such as Italian seasoning, mozzarella cheese, Parmesan cheese, and then the everything bagel seasoning, minced garlic, and that is it. I think salt and pepper possibly. But what you want to do is put it around your bundt pan and then bake this for about 25 to 30 minutes. And voila, you'll have pizza monkey bread that the kids will love, and you'll love it too. Serve it with some marinara sauce, and that is it. I hope that you all have enjoyed today's video. If you have, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you don't mind, hitting that subscribe button down below and tuning in to other uploads daily. See you guys in tomorrow's vlog.